28th of November, Rabbi First, Mishnah Brura.
Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo First here and Yeshiva Samanashi here in Yerushalayim Kiryat Zoom. Good morning, Lou. Good morning, Barry.
Morning, Rabbi.
Again, this is our second shir in Mishnah Brura, Hilchos Hanukkah. We'll be starting in Tuf Reish Ayin Vav, Siman Tuf Reish Ayin Vav.
First Ayin Vav.
Tuf Reish Ayin Vav.
Right, Tuf Reish Ayin Vav. That's Seder Birkas V'Hadlaka, the arrangement of the brachas that we make on the menorah and the lighting of the menorah. Okay. Okay, I might have a workman coming in sooner or later, so if I have to take a break, you'll understand. I'll just hopefully have to get that started. Okay, good morning, Mayor.
Good morning.
Okay. We're starting today in the Tuf Reish Ayin Vav, Siman Tuf Reish Ayin Vav. Okay, yeah, Barry or Mayor, would like to read? And you want to? We'll start with Sif Aleph.
I'm not quite there yet. Hold on. Tashreish Ayin Vav. Oh, there it is. Okay, and Aleph.
Right.
Okay, so it says Hamadlik Bilel Rishon Mevarech Shlosh Brachot. Okay, so when we light on the first night, we say three blessings. Lahadlik Ner Hanukkah, the lighting of the Hanukkah candle, the She'asa Nisim, and for the events of the miracles, the Shehechianu, and allowing us to reach this point. The Imlo Veirach Zman Bilel Rishon, and if one is not able to do the blessings on the first night, Nevarech Bilel Sheni O Keshe Yizkor. He says the blessings on the second night or when he remembers.
Meaning, if not, I mean, we'll see in the Mishnah Brura. If not the second night, then the third night. We're going to go into that. I want to learn through Sif Hay because I want you to get a whole picture of the halachas here, and then we'll go back slowly to the Mishnah Bruras.
Oh, through. Okay. So continue with
Yeah,
that.
continue. Yeah, let's go look at Beit. We'll continue on through there.
Okay.
Hey.
You go through Beit all the way through the Mechaber straight through.
Okay. Okay, Barry. So we're on Bet now. Milel Rishon Va'elech Mivarech Shtayim L'Hadlik V'She'a Nisim. And from the first, no, hold on. Milel Rishon Va'elech. And from the first, does it really mean from after the first night and further?
Right. I mean, from the first night, meaning from the first night onward, meaning not meaning the first night you make three brachas.
Right.
From after the first night and onward, all the other 7 more days of Hanukkah, you make two brachas.
Okay. 2 brachas, L'Hadlik, to the lighting of the candles, V'She'asa Nisim, and for the occurrence of the miracle. The Haggah says, V'Varech Kol Brachot Kodem She'yatchil L'Hadlik. Okay, so in the Torah says, let's see, Haggah, and he blesses all the blessings before he begins to light the candles. I heard there are many minhagim about that.
What do you, for example?
Well, some people light the first candle, then do the was it the Al-Hanisim? And then light the rest of the candles after that.
You're meaning the Haneres Halalu.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay, yeah, but right, correct. But that's after you make after you make the three brachas the first night, or after the two brachas the rest of the nights. After you make the brachas and you light the first ner, right?
Mhm.
Then there's a question when and how you say that stanza of the Haneres Halalu.
Hello. Okay.
So
But aren't we Yotze after the first light?
right, well, the first candle is the first one you light is the primary candle which has to be lit, and then we continue on and light other ones because that's what we do. That's the Mahadran and the Mahadran. So, but really the first candle that you light, and there's actually going to be a discussion as to which candle you should be lighting. The one that you will see in the Mechaber, the one that you add on, according to the Mechaber's opinion and the Ramah, the candle that you add on is the candle that you're supposed to be lighting. Like for example, so you have, if you see here, so let's see, does it show up? Oh, here's a menorah, right? There's a menorah right there. You see it has two. There you can see.
Huh?
Yeah, you have one here. This is the primary candle right over here, and this is the shamash for the first night, right? So, but let's say the second night, right? The second night, leave the shamash alone. So the second night you have two candles, right? So the question is, which of these two candles do you light first? The one that you added, or the original one? So we'll get to see more about that. That will be discussed.
Okay, so we go on to Gimel.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay, Misha lo hidlich ve'eno atid lahalich be'oto halayla. So what? The one who does not light and in the future does not light be'oto the same night.
So let's say Misha lo hadlik ve'eno asid ladlik also laila, meaning let's say for some reason he didn't light at the time, and he's not going to have an opportunity to light it all that night. He missed the opportunity, for example, the first night to light, and for some reason he's not going to be. Let's say he's going into he has to take an airplane or something like that. Like for example, perfect example. Person is going to, let's say, has a 7 o'clock flight, right, tonight, leaving from Eretz Israel, right? So he probably has to be at the air. The time to light would be say 4:30, a quarter to 5 tonight. It's time to light, 4:45. So at that point, he's really supposed to be in the airport, right? So two or 3 years. So he's not going to be at home, and he's not going to be lighting. Now it could be the way it works out. No, possibly if he leaves like at 7 o'clock, he might be able to get to America. Well, it's still sometime nighttime. But let's say he's not going to be able to get to America while it's nighttime. Right. So a person like that, let's say he's not going to light, and he's at the time of lighting, he's not going to light that night at all. So what's his halacha?
Oh. So it says Vigam ein madlikina la bitoch beito, and he can't light it at his house.
Meaning there's no one in his home that's going to light for him.
Right. Okay.
If he has family members who are at a home, then they could light, and he'd be yotzi with their lighting, even though he's not there to participate. But since his household is lighting, so he'll be yotzi with his household's lighting. But let's say he doesn't have anyone in the house there with him, so he doesn't have the opportunity for that.
So Kisheroet near Hanukkah Mevarech Sha'anisim. Oh, so when he sees a Hanukkah light, he can say the blessing Sha'asanisim.
Right, so let's say he gets through the security and customs, and now he's in the waiting area there in the airport, and he goes into the shul. And he sees that they, lo and behold, in the shul there in the airport, they did light the menorah, and it's burning bright. So then he'd be able to make the brachas Sha'asanisim, right, on that, and also the bracha of Shechianu.
Yes, on the first night, he says,
Yeah.
okay, Leil Rishon. Okay, V'ima Achar Kach, Leil Sheni, Oshlishi, Vad Lahadlich, Eino, Choser Mivarech Shechianu. And if it's after the second night or the third, when it comes time to light, he does not repeat and say Shechianu.
Right, because he said it the first time. So even though this is the first time he's actually lighting the menorah, so nevertheless he said the Shechianu the first time. Okay.
But he does make Shechianu for himself.
And again, the Mechaber said, right, if Misha Lo, he's not going to light it all that first night. So he's not, no one's lighting for him at home. Kishroa near Hanukkah, when he sees it near Hanukkah, Mivorach Shasanisim, he makes the bracha, right, Shasanisim, and Balel Yevishon, Mivorach Gam Shechianu, and then he makes the bracha Shechianu also, right? V'ima Achikach B'Sheni Oshlishi Boladlik. If on the second or third nights he's going to now light himself, right? Ein Echozah Mivorach Shechianu. You don't go back and say a new Shechianu, right?
Okay. Achar Shehidlich Omer Hanerot Halalu Anu Malikin Al HaTeshuot Yalanisim Al HaNiflaot. So after he lights, this is what I was saying before. Okay, he says Hanerot Halalu.
Right.
Okay. And let's see. Hey, Yatchil Lahadlich B'Leil Rishon B'ner Hayoter Yemini. Okay, so we begin to light on the first night the candle that's most right, to the right. Okay, U'B'Leil Hasheni U'Kishe Yosef Ner Echad Samuch Lo. And on the second night, we add a candle. We had one candle next to it, meaning, I guess, the first candle.
Okay, we'll try and demonstrate this. We'll,
Okay. And Yatchil Yivarech al hanosaf shehu smoli. Oh, Kidei lahafnot liyamin. Okay, so, okay, so, and we begin saying the blessing on the additional one that is to play, that's lahafnot, that faces, I guess, the left one, the right one. I'm sorry, the right one.
Lahafnot means like you turn to the right. You turn to the right.
Oh, you turn to the right.
And proceed. You turn and proceed to the right.
Oh, okay. V'chein b'leil shlishi ki Yosef od echad samuch lishtei neirot harishonot v'nosaf. Okay, and on the third night, we add one more next to the second candle, next to the two first candles additionally. Okay. Uvo yatchil, and we begin habracha, the blessing. Yacharka yifnet litzad yamin. Okay, so and afterwards we face the right side. V'chein b'chol laila, and so each night. Nimsa שתמיד מברך על הנוסף, שהוא מורה, זה מורה? מורה על הנס, שהרי בתוספת הימים בתוסף הנס. Okay, so let's see, and after we face to the right, okay. And each additional night nimsa hatamid, and we find that the future, we say the blessing on the additional candle that teaches us about the miracle, Shaharei B'Tosefet, for behold the additional days, Nitosef Hanes, to
Right, because if it's.
show the candle.
Well,
or
for the,
no?
each additional nays shows the additional miracle, meaning the oil was burning another day, burning another day, burning
Yeah.
another day, right?
Mhm.
So each additional day, each additional candle that you add, that's the one that's indicating the continuation and the augmentation of the original miracle.
I see.
So you just basically to demonstrate. So let's see if you have your menorah. Let's see here. You got your menorah here. So here this one is the shamish. Okay. So we're paying attention to this one. This is the first one for the first night. So you like this one, and that'll be for tonight. Then tomorrow, right? So you want to add, right? The Mechaber said you add one to the left. You put a new additional candle to the left, right? And
Mhm.
then you light that new additional candle and you move and proceed from the left to the right hand side, moving to the right. So then on the third night, you'd add a third additional candle, right? And you start with this candle and move to the right.
Okay, so, and then when do we recite Hanerot Hallelujah? After we light all the candles?
So that we'll see about that. Hold on, we'll get to the Mishnah
Okay.
Berurah in that. The Mishnah Berurah explain that. Okay. Well, we have a couple of minutes. Let's start with the first Mishnah Berurah, Sifkat and Aleph.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's Adlaka Osa Mitzvah. No, I'm in the wrong place. Hold on. Vav. Okay, sorry, I was in the hay. Okay, Lahalich Ner Chanukah. The Gemara b'chol haposkim ita ner shel Chanukah b'chol katav hamarshal. Let's see. So to light the Hanukkah candle.
Yeah, this is a question of what you're supposed to say. If you notice that the Mechaber said Lahadlik Ner Hanukkah, right? The Gemara Kol Poskim, he said we say the bracha Ner Shel Hanukkah. We put in the word shel, right? Ner Shel.
Yeah, yeah. Oh wow. And that also the Maharshal wrote that too. Ach she katav sheyomar shelach Chanukah b'milah achad v'lo shel Chanukah shtei milot. But it's written that they say shelach Chanukah in one word, and not shel Chanukah in two words. V'ha'olam ain't no hagim lahakpid bazeh. Okay, but the world general we don't do that. We're not strict about doing it that way.
So if you look in your siddur, your standard siddur that you might be using, or sometimes you buy these little cards and things like this. Sometimes you get something in the mail from a yeshiva or something. They'll send you a nice little card with the brachas of Hanukkah on it, right? So in general, the bracha that you say, you should be saying it. as it says, either one of these two, Ner Hanukkah or Ner Shel Hanukkah. So
Oh, yeah,
according
that's,
according to Mr. Brewer, apparently it should be Ner Shel Hanukkah. I think
Okay.
that's mostly what people do, if I'm not mistaken.
because in my Siddur, of course, this one's Nusach Sfard, it has a shell in the first bracha in parentheses. So I guess,
Yeah, right. So that could be because like the Machaber, that's like the Machaber. The Machaber said Ner Hanukkah.
or Hanukkah.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
okay.
So
I think it's, might be 10:30.
yeah, I think we'll probably have to stop now. Okay, very good. Hopefully we can continue tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem. And everyone have a very good Hanukkah. Remember, when you get the oil there, right? You get your oil, you have a whole bottle of oil. You may not need to use a whole bottle of oil. So
Uh-huh.
you say you make it tonight that any oil that not be remaining after Hanukkah, I should be able to use for any purpose I want. So that we we'll see what the halach is about that. It gets a little bit
Okay.
complicated if you don't. Okay, so everyone have an enjoyable Hanukkah and hope to
Okay.
see everyone tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem.
Okay, enjoy your
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Very
Hanukkah.
good. Freilich and Hanukkah.
Shalom, bye. Good.
Okay, bye now.
Shalom. Bye.